Can you win this rook? White is winning here, but you must find the best moves. And first off, the main leverage you have in this position is going to be your H pawn, which you can push and threaten to promote. Now, your first move here is simply going to be pushing, which forces black's rook over to H6 to go ahead and stop your pawn here. Now, it seems you're at a bit of a standstill. You can't push your pawn, you can't move your king anywhere to attack black's rook, and if you move your own rook anywhere, well then black can easily capture pawn on h7. So this is a good situation to just try something and see what would happen. Let's say you play rook all the way over to a8. What would happen if you do this move? Well, here you are threatening to push and promote, meaning black is essentially forced to capture on h7. But now that they are on h7, you actually can attack them by playing king over to g6. And really, they don't have many safe squares. They only have two, those being down to h5 and over to e7. And here, if they go down to h5, well, this move also isn't safe because you have a nice rook down to a4 check. Black would be forced to move over, at which point you can capture, and of course here you are just completely winning. This leaves them with only one option, that being rook over to e7, at which point they would have a ton of safe squares here. You would not be able to capture the rook, and as a result, this is just going to be a pawn down endgame. However, with these ideas in mind, back in this position, we can now find the move to cover e7, rook over to e8. That way, we have the same position. Essentially, black is forced again to capture h7. We are still threatening to promote. They capture, and now king to g6. This time, e7 is covered, meaning black is forced down to h5, and now we get the same sequence. Rook to e4 check. Black must move. You capture, at which point you are completely winning.